the camera's like this, but we're gonna put it like that. Actually, no, like right there is fine. Yeah, right there's fine. Although, let me move the camera this way a little more. No, never mind. Like that. Yeah, there you go. That's much better. Okay, what's going on? Carla's here. Charlotte's here. Good, good, good. How's my day? My day was good. Not gonna lie. I woke up super early again, and I think I woke up at like 4 or 3 in the morning, and then I had a little bit of breakfast, and then as soon as I ate, I literally just crashed out and went to sleep. So, and then I got up again, did a bunch of work, messaged a bunch of different videographers that I liked their work. Just trying to get the merch store trailer and everything just kind of situated and kind of get the ball rolling, right? So, a lot of work. Antoinette, what's going on, my girl? Jill is here. Lucy, what's up? Oh my goodness. Zibai is in chat. She didn't want to miss her characters teaser trailer. I don't blame you. Zibai's a cool character. What's up, Haley? Always a pleasure seeing you, my girl. Okay, let's not stand around and mess about too much. Let's go search up, not Genshin Impact leaks. Let's go search up Genshin Impact Zabai trailer. And remember, guys, this isn't the actual Zabai trailer. This is, let me just shut the door. This is the leak trailer, right? This is just the little trailer teaser, not the leak, trailer teaser. So this is going to be really exciting, really fun. What's up, Kim? Always good to see Nefer in chat. Before anything, let me just go and change the thing to live chat. There we go. And then let me just do a couple more things here. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty chill stream, guys. We're going to do a little bit of reacting to the teaser trailer. We are going to be doing the Archon quest. We'll go in Spiral Abyss just a little because I do want to solo the new Spiral Abyss with my Mawika. Anytime a new Spiral Abyss comes out, I have to solo Spiral Abyss at least like once with my Mawika. Just to prove to myself and to show everyone else that Mawika is still the best DPS, especially at C6R5. Forget about it. Angie's in chat. What's going on, Angie? Yeah, Zabai's gonna be a cool character. Yeah, so Emma, I thought you were saying that I didn't like Zabai. I'm like, what? Girl, I'm pulling for her and her weapon. If I didn't like Zabai, I would not be pulling for her and her weapon, investing this many wishes on her. No way. Banana, what's going on? Good to see you. I have kind of like a little sniffle and just like a random weird sickness that goes away and comes back and kind of goes away and then kind of comes back. When I was doing some cardio at the gym today, my nose was just running and running and running. I don't know what's wrong with me. But anyways, guys, should we give it like another solid 30 seconds or so? Just in case we're missing anyone else before we start the trailer? Let's just give it a solid 30 seconds. Why not? Aaron, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. So yeah, I was reading Discord, and a few of the ladies were very much interested in doing Zhao's Story quest. That's definitely something we can do. Um, I would also like to get a movie night very, very soon. So my plans are this. Tomorrow, we gotta get a little bit of Assassin's Creed Odyssey in. So tomorrow, we're gonna play a little bit of Odyssey. Today is gonna be Genshin, the trailer, the Archon quest, and so on and so forth. I do want to get Odyssey in. I do want to have a movie night with all you beautiful, beautiful ladies. And then there are gonna be maybe certain durations throughout the day where I'm completely, I guess, quote unquote, radio silence. But believe me, I'm just working in the background, just trying to get everything ready for the merch store, you guys. It's definitely this time of year is always really, really busy for me, especially because everything with the brand is kind of changing. Not necessarily changing, but the whole the merch store, getting everything ready, submitting all the new designs for Spreadshop, waiting for their approval. It's so much more than just me designing a new logo, slapping it on a few different kind of clothes, putting it on my website, and then it's done. It really, really does not work that way, you guys. There are so many technical stuffs be like behind the scenes that I have to do. I have to call Spreadshop, discuss a few things with them. Anyways, I'm not gonna bore you guys with um, the details of it, but what I'm trying to say is it's so much more than maybe some people think when it comes to releasing a new design. And it's not like how I made the submission is key hoodie where it's just one item, one design. When you're making a whole new uh, just like kind of like a brand change, it's a very, very large process, and it gets quite stressful too. Yeah, Zhao story quest is gonna be cool. You forgot about AC, honestly. Don't worry, we will play. We will see our beautiful Cassandra once more. What's up, Trish? Do you have a iPhone or a Samsung? Just literally go to whatever um, place where you download apps on your phone, search up Genshin Impact. But mind you, Hope, it's a large download file, so you're gonna definitely want some space cleared up on your phone. And if you have an older smartphone, the game probably might not run as optimally. So definitely be mindful of that. Yeah, it's definitely a very, very exciting time, but it's exactly what it is. I need time and I need to invest time in the merch store. I can't be doing all of this, doing streaming, replying to everyone, and doing that. There just genuinely is not enough hours in the day, and not to mention, I'm a human being that needs to rest, eat, sleep. So I also need to take care of myself. So it's oh, you're gonna love them, Trish. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of work. It's especially for one person because a lot of people who do online merch stores and have um, things like this that they're doing, they have like a small group of people. They have a team to help them. I'm doing everything by myself, so exactly, Aaron. Yeah. Oh, definitely, Madonna. We will be playing some Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yes. Yeah, you definitely want one of the newer smartphones. Hope I'm not sure which phone you have, but yeah, you're gonna need one of the newer smartphones. If your phone is too old, it might not be able to run it. iPhone 11. Download it and give it a try. I'm not sure. He's level 40. That is awesome, Madonna. Anyways, guys, I've given it more than 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and watch the trailer. You guys ready? Okay, audio should be good. Everything should be good. I am super excited for this character to come out. Oh my god. I think it's like only like another 5 days or something. She comes out on Tuesday, so not even 5 seconds in, and we have a child dying on screen. Oh my god. Okay, I'll stop talking. There she is. Oh my god, she's so pretty.
Join me.
She just picks up the kid, like,
Adeptus?
telekinetically.
Dwelling among these peaks, what else could I be?
Her voice is so
At
beautiful.
last, thanks to you, these fish can have a taste of the mortal world.
My mom's sick. Those herbs. I was gonna sell them.
Then, to make it up to you, perhaps a story. It might fetch a pretty price.
A story?
Long, long ago, 3 moons hung high in the heavens. Bathed in their light was an ancient nation called Langan. Langan was home to a divine envoy who bestowed nature's bounty upon the land, and in return, the nation worshipped her. But then, in a twist of fate, the moons shattered.
Oh, it's big
Langan
spoilers.
fell to ruin.
Big spoilers. That's
Unable
okay
to
though.
bear it, the envoy sheltered what people she could, guiding them east, toward a new place to call home. Yet in doing so, she defied heaven's will and was cast into a celestial prison as punishment.
What kind of place is that?
People claim one day in heaven is 100 years in the mortal realm,
Oh my god.
but I rather wonder if it's not the opposite.
Yeah, it's
That
definitely the
prison
opposite.
must be a torturous place indeed.
Oh, I've never heard this story.
I made it up. Coming from an Adeptus, it must be worth quite the sum. Alas, dawn approaches. Another day, another 100 years. Time to go home.
Spooky. All of a sudden it just turned scary. That place is literally in the game in Liyue. That exact location.
Quayle Assembly. That name hasn't been used for centuries.
There she is, the White Horse Adeptus. Very beautiful, I liked it. So the spoiler was when the moons of Tevat were destroyed and she was helping to protect her people, or the people, I'm not sure if it's her people or just her followers or whatever, the heavenly principles imprisoned her. So my friend was trying to make sense of all of this. She's like, that's why we haven't really heard of her, because she's such an old character in the game's lore, that's how they're kind of implementing her in the story. That she was imprisoned by the heavenly principles. That's why we haven't seen her thus far in Liyue's story and history and so on and so forth. And then my friend also made a really, really good point. She's like, it doesn't matter if they're really made up characters on the spot or not, because think about it. Before we met Mawika, no one knew Mawika. Mawika was never in the role like lore or anything like that. A lot of people thought before we saw Mawika and we went to Natlin, a lot of people thought her name was gonna be Murata actually, but and in fact it didn't end up being Murata. It turned out to be Mawika. So she's like the character doesn't have to be in the lore for them to be a cool enough character. The thing what we're doing is I think we're trying to compare Zabai to Cloud Retainer a little too much, because Cloud Retainer was in the game pretty much from the start almost, right? And she was in the lore, and then eventually they made her into a playable character. So yeah, that's kind of the conversation my friend and I were having. And I'm like, you know what, that actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Streetward Rambler. I know. I want her as a playable character so bad. What's up, Ryu? How are you? Always good to see you. Yeah, she's definitely a cool character that I will be pulling. Hi, Crazy. Must be really late for you. You're still up? I know Madame Ping would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, well, when she was saying it that way, well, when she made the comparison between Zabai and Mawika, how like I guess kind of Mawika was a made up character at one point too, right? It's not like Mawika was in the lore and so on and so forth, right? She just kind of just showed up, right? I was like, you know what, you're actually right. So oh, it's 8 for you. Yeah, Zabai is really cool. Hope I agree. Oh, I'm sure when we see her in game, she's gonna be super cool. I have no doubts. But anyways, let's go ahead and play a little bit of a Genshione Impact. Thank you, Crazy, for stopping by. Yeah, she's an adeptus, so obviously, rightfully so. They're gonna make her cool, guys. Like that's one thing you can probably rest assured if anyone is having concerns about Zabai. She's from Liyue, she's Chinese, and she's an adeptus. I don't think they would make her like bad or anything like that. Like I'm sure she's gonna have a really cool reveal. Her story quest is gonna be cool. Her gameplay is pretty cool too. I definitely like her gameplay. Her gameplay kind of reminds me of Geo Skirk. So yeah, if I was in charge of Genshin Impact, I would have not released Zabai. Not in a long shot. I would have released Madame Ping long time ago, like way before Zabai, like way before Zabai. Sorry, not going into full debate mode. Oh yeah, definitely. I just always say to keep it respectful. Yeah, that's obviously up to you ladies to decide if you guys want Zabai or not. But on my account, I'm definitely going to be getting Zabai. Yeah, it'll be cool to see how they kind of integrate her into like Liyue with the other Adepti and stuff. But in the story, That's what my friend was trying to say. She was Adeptus of old. Obviously, she's super, super old. Like all the Adepti are. They're thousands of years old. Um, and when the two other moons of Tevat were destroyed, again, kind of spoilers, but we saw in the teaser trailer, obviously, when the two moons were destroyed, she somehow was trying to protect her people or a group of people or human beings, and then the heavenly principles imprisoned her, and now somehow she's broken free, maybe of some sort. Now she's coming back to Liyue. So that'll be super, super cool to see her reaction of how far humanity has come and so on and so forth. So it'll be really cool to see her reactions. And on top of that, she's coming back in the most amazing time in Liyue, Lantern, right? Which is, if anyone doesn't know, that's like the equivalent of Chinese New Year's in Liyue. Oh, whoops. You guys are not meant to see this. I forgot where we were. It's okay. It's not too much of a spoiler, but we were in Naplin. Okay, before we do, obviously we're on my account. Before we go do the Archon quest, I do want to take my Mawika for a spin in Spiral Abyss and just solo one of the floors. Yeah, Nuvled is still like one of the best DPS in the game. So there are a lot of cool, before we even go into a Spiral Abyss, like a lot of people think they just need meta characters who are in right now to, like for them to be good DPS. But I will tell you guys all the great DPSs in the game that aren't meta. Like obviously Flynn's is a crazy good DPS. Nefer, we've seen enough of Nefer, how crazy good she is. We've seen Skirt, Mawika, you guys know them all too well. But Diluc is still, I would say, a good DPS. When you pair him up with a Diluc plunge team with Shen Yun, still a great DPS. I would say Ganyu's still a good DPS. So is Zhao Hu Tao. Eula fell off really hard. Just her archetype is just super difficult to play. Her as a character is difficult to play, and just physical, like the physical damage gameplay just hasn't gotten enough love in a very long time. Raiden Shogun is still a good DPS. Yelan can be a good on-field DPS. We've obviously seen Scaramouche, Wanderer. He's still a crazy good DPS. We've seen Alhaitham. Like, these are all considered, like, so the big YouTubers would tell you, don't pull for Wanderer, don't pull for Alhaitham, don't pull for Sino. They're not meta characters. They're trash DPSs. I would so highly disagree with all of them. These are still great characters. You don't have to be a meta slave in Genshin Impact to have fun. Like I always tell you ladies, pull for the characters you like and you get enjoyment out of. Don't just pull for characters because they're the best new character at the time. Yeah, like I've said many times, Nuvled is definitely a good choice. Good night, Aaron.
Wait. Huh? No.
Oh, hold on. Is Aaron going to sleep?
Whatever.
No. I think it's Madonna that's going to sleep, right? I think it's Madonna that's going to sleep, yeah. Oh yeah, Nuvled, I'm pretty sure you guys want Nuvled before, Linny I don't have, so I can't really talk too much about Linny, but I do know he's a pretty good DPS from what I've seen. Nuvled is obviously good. Risley is okay. Navia's, I would say, the queen of Geo currently until Zabai comes out. I'm pretty sure Zabai's going to be stronger, but that I'll have to do some testing. Arlecchino at one point was the strongest Pyro DPS in the game. Cloranda's good. Mualani. If we're talking about just sheer damage, killing things quick, and displaying the largest numbers, Mulan is the strongest Hydro DPS by far, way stronger than Neuvillette. But like I always say, when you're judging the strongest characters, I think it's not as simple as a lot of people make it out to be. All they see is big damage numbers, and they're like, oh, that character is stronger than this. I don't think it's that simple to really say if a character is, the strongest, right? But if we are talking about clearing content, big numbers, so on and so forth, Mulan is in fact stronger than Neuvillette. Chaska's crazy strong, and then the rest, you guys obviously know the rest. The Varka situation is actually so messed up. So people are super angry that Varka isn't super broken and OP, and I don't know why people want that. So the Genshin community right now wants every new character that gets released to be miles and miles and miles stronger than the last one. So who was the most recent character that released? Columbina was the most recent. She's not really a dedicated on-field DPS, but I like to use that as an on-field DPS. Okay, so before that, who was the most recent actual DPS? It was Nefer. Nefer is obviously crazy strong. Before that, it was Flynn's. So Nefer, I would say, is stronger than Flynn's. And then Flynn's, I would say, is probably maybe on par with Skirk. Maybe there's an argument to be had that Flynn's is stronger than Skirk. And then Mawika is stronger than all of them, right? But the problem with releasing a brand new character every single time that's stronger than the entire cast of Genshin Impact, there's actually a handful of problems with that, you guys. And I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent here. But first, I'll read you guys this chat. Yeah, definitely, Charlotte. That is the best way to enjoy this game. Pull for characters you like. Don't pull for characters just because they're the strongest. Don't ever do that. I would highly disagree with anyone doing that. Yeah, Jian Yun is definitely best used as a support. Yeah. Yeah, so the best team with Zibai includes a 4-star Geo character named Alua, but I'm not building him. I also like Mulan. Yeah, so Zabai is, I guess you can consider her quite restrictive, but so is Skirk. Skirk is extremely restrictive. That's why they call Zabai the Geo Skirk, because she's kind of restricted in her gameplay. Yeah, so the like I was saying, the problem with them releasing new characters and making them constantly stronger than the previous characters, A, it doesn't make sense. Why would Skirk be stronger than Columbina? You guys have probably searched up a lot about Columbina, who she is. In no universe is sorry, I'm not sure if I said Skirk. Varka. Varka's would never be stronger than Columbina. Why would Varka be stronger than someone like Mawika or Arlecchino or Neuvillette? You know what I mean? So from a lore perspective, I wouldn't have not made Nefer this strong. Like, Nefer is way too strong for the kind of character she is. Is Nefer cool? Yes. Do I like her? Absolutely love her. She's a great character. But Hoyoverse clearly has a problem. They keep making characters stronger and stronger and stronger, and from a lore perspective, it just does not make sense. Nefer should not be this strong. Flynn's should not be this strong. Skirk being strong makes total, complete sense. I would keep Skirk as one of the strongest. Neuvillette should be like he's still really like a really great character and a strong DPS, but he should be even more strong. So when they're releasing characters and people are angry because the newest character isn't the strongest character in the game, there is so many problems with that from a lore perspective and just from a power creep perspective, right? Because you don't want Genshin Impact to turn into a game where it's constantly characters are getting stronger and stronger and stronger just for the sake of revenue, well, that really puts a hindrance on older characters, right? Say, for instance, Zhao. Why would someone even ever pull Zhao when they can pull for a character like Nefer? Zhao is not going to clear content anywhere near as quick as Nefer's premium team, right? Zhao right now in no universe can compete against Nefer in terms of DPS. So that alone is a big, big problem. When Hoiverse keeps releasing characters constantly stronger and stronger through every single patch, it makes older characters feel less desirable. More people are not going to want to pull for characters like Zhao or Eula or Raiden Shogun. For goodness sakes, like Raiden Shogun as the Archon. She should be way, way stronger than Nefer. But the fact of the matter is Raiden Shogun in game, like just gameplay wise, is not stronger than Nefer. Nefer as a DPS is way, way stronger than Raiden Shogun. Right? So it doesn't make sense from so many metrics, right? It doesn't make sense from the only perspective I guess that makes sense is I guess from a financial standpoint, because you want people to be pulling for the new characters because they're the new best characters. They're the, you know, like it's meta to have a character like Columbina because she's so great. She's great as a DPS. She's great as a sub DPS. She makes all of the Nodcry characters, their premium teams, that much better, whether it's Flynn's, Llama, Nefer, and any future Nodcry characters. I'm pretty sure you could just slap a Columbina in there and call it a day. So, but from a lore perspective, like Varka should be nowhere near as powerful as people want him to be. So what I'm trying to say is, for once, I think Hoyoverse is doing the right thing by not making Varka crazy overpowered. I think they should release Varka and put him in terms of power level kind of in the middle. Not crazy powerful like a meta character, not obviously crazy weak like, I don't know, let's see a weak character. Let's just say, for instance, a weak 5-star. That's considered weak in today's standards. Yoimiya. Obviously, don't make Varka as weak as Yoimiya. You know, put him at a decent level, but don't do it where it just doesn't make sense. Varka should not be the best new DPS character in the game. Like, you love him or hate him, Varka should, in no universe should he be the strongest DPS in Genshin Impact. Thank you so much, Banana, for the $10. Thank you for being here and spending time with us. We appreciate any time. You share with us about how busy you are. Love you so. Oh, Madonna. You guys are the highlight of my day. Don't ever forget that, Madonna. No matter how busy I get, stressed I get, if there's other work I have to do, just being around you ladies in any capacity is always going to be the highlight of my day. Thank you so much for the $10, and thank you for being my friend. Yes, exactly, Charlotte. Some characters do not deserve to be the strongest in the game. It just does not make sense. Like, again, I love Nefer. She should not be this strong. Like, why is Nefer this strong? Who decided that Nefer needs to be the strongest Dendro DPS in the game? Like, no. No, no, no. They should have made Nefer a support, and they should have made Llama a DPS. Llama, lore-wise, like, I'm sorry if anyone likes Nefer, lore-wise, Llama would stomp on Nefer in combat. Like, there's no argument to be had. Llama, lore-wise, is stronger, and gameplay-wise, Llama should have been a DPS. Nefer should have been a support. You see what I mean? It just doesn't make sense how they prioritize who should be a DPS, who should be a support, and so on and so forth. Exactly. Well said, Brina. Yeah, you just need to pull for characters that you like and that work for your account. Yeah, if they make each character released, Emma, stronger than the previous, then the older characters won't be unique, right? Because then there will be no incentive for pulling an older character. That's why Genshin Impact right now has a problem. They keep power creeping characters. Each character they release is much, much stronger than the previous one. Like, they need to quit doing that. Make a character strong when it makes sense lore-wise. That's the only time where I would agree an OP character to be released, when it makes sense lore-wise. Yeah, lore-wise, Varka should not be a powerhouse of a character. Hex no. Like, is he strong? Like, lore-wise, yeah, he's a strong guy. Sure, he is. But how the community want him to be overpowered, I do not agree with that. Not even the slightest bit. Well, he's still in beta testing, so Hoyoverse can still make him, one of the best DPSs in the game. He's still not released, so they still have time to either keep him the same way, which I hope they do, or they'll give in to the demands of the fans and they'll make him a crazy strong DPS, which I really hope they don't. What's up, Kathy? Always good to see you. Laundry time for you. No worries, Madonna. Thank you for just stopping by. Yeah, so realistically speaking, yeah, like in terms of strength, yeah, Nefer should not be stronger than Nahida. Nahida in combat would be able to just dispatch of Nefer like pretty much in an instant. Like don't get it twisted. Like, Nahida may be a younger Archon, but she has power that Nefer couldn't even imagine, even fathom. And then on top of that, Nefer is a human being. She's like, I don't know, if I had to say, she's like in her early 30s. She's a human being. Nahida is literally an Archon, right? She is the reincarnation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and we all know from the Archon quest how powerful Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was, right? What's up, Bridget? Yeah, well, like, I know what Hoyoverse is doing, Emma. It's just they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot by doing that, by constantly releasing each character to be more powerful than the last. It's from a financial standpoint, it makes sense, but for the longevity and for the health of the game, in the long run, it's not healthy for the game, not even in the slightest bit. They really need to stop doing that. Ariella, what's going on? Always good to see you, my girl. Where we're just literally nerding out at the state of Genshin Impact. You pulled for Columbina on your first pull? No way. That is insane, Angie. Oh my god, that is incredible luck. But anyways, yeah, that's just a little tangent I had to go on. Me and my friend, we were talking about that on TikTok, and we both came to an agreement that we're like, yep, Varka, the haters need to literally just zip their mouth. Let Hoyoverse make him not a crazy overpowered character. People are still gonna pull for Varka, whether he's overpowered or not, because people love Varka. If Varka comes out and he's the worst DPS in the game, I would probably still pull for him because I love Varka as a character. For goodness sakes, he's the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. He is the leader of Mondstadt, right? Like, the only way I wouldn't pull for a Varka if he's on a banner with like Mulaney or like Chaska and like characters I really, really want, right? But if he's on a banner with like Ito and Kazuha and like, Hu Tao, obviously I'm gonna choose Varka. But yeah. You got Columbina C1? Make her C2? Emma, just to let you know, before you continue on getting constellations for Columbina, again, this goes for everyone. Just because you get higher constellations for a character doesn't always necessarily mean they're going to get stronger as a character. Columbina specifically, guys, when you get more constellations with Columbina, it doesn't necessarily make Columbina stronger. It makes her stronger as a support character for other Nodcry DPSs. Nefer, for example, Flynn's, for example. So definitely be careful, Emma, if you think your constellations are going to make your Columbina much, much more powerful. It's going to make your Nodcry teams more powerful. It's not going to make Columbina specifically her powerful, just so you know. Constellations from Mawika, for instance, are much, much different with compared to constellations with Columbina, right? Constellations from Mawika just crazy make her constantly more powerful. Constellations for Chaska just keep making her more powerful. So when you're pulling for constellations for a character, well, when you're just building a character in general, guys, go watch an in-depth guide on the character when it comes to their skills, their rotations, their talents, so on and so forth, and their constellations. Don't just pull for constellations for a character just because you think it's going to make the character stronger. That's not the case with every character. Each character in the game is quite unique from one another. But if you like Columbina, you just want her C6, then obviously go for it. But it's not going to make your Columbina do more damage herself. It's just going to make the reactions do more damage, if that makes sense. Definitely will pull for Varka regardless. Almost a fall on ice. Well, maybe that was a little reward. Okay, who do you think is with Flynn's and Skirk? Kyla? Did I miss that? Yeah, so C6ing Arlecchino makes her even a way better DPS. Like, that makes your Arlecchino's damage crazy high. Yeah, so that's what a lot of people say, Emma. You're totally right. They say to stop at C2. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, teaming her with Zabai again. So Emma has done her research. Yeah, that's a great team. Yeah, with Zabai and Alua. Yeah, you're totally right. On my Zabai team, I'm not going to include Alua because I just don't feel like I want to invest my materials into him because I just don't really care for him that much as a character. But that's just me. But if you want your Zabai to do the maximum amount of damage, then you definitely want to include Alua. That is not even up for a discussion. Oh, in terms of like damage, you want Varka to be on the level of Flynn's and Skirk? Well, I hope like lore wise he would not be stronger than Flynn's or anywhere near Skirk. So lore wise, Flynn's would be able to smack Varka. And Skirk, I don't want to get started with Skirk. I don't think in any universe Varka stands a chance going up against Skirk. I really do hope they make Varka not powerful or make him the best DPS. Like, that would be a big disappointment in my opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna be pulling for Zabai, and like probably gonna get Ilua regardless. You're right, but I'm not gonna invest into Brina is what I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna invest my materials to level him up. Yeah, they say he needs to be C6 in order for Zabai to do the most amount of damage, but I think some people have said C1 is good enough. Because C6, it might be difficult to get him C6, but C1 I think some people said it's good enough. You'll definitely have to go do a research on Illua and Zabai team specifically, but I already have my Zabai team in order, so. Oh, he's on a banner with them, that's what you're saying. Oh, okay, like Nefer and Flynn's. Yeah, 6.4 is still a little ways away. Who really knows what the banner is going to be like? Yeah, well, it's kind of the same thing with Raiden Shogun and Kujasara. So if you like Raiden Shogun a lot, you probably want to get your Kujasara to C6 so Raiden Shogun could perform the best. Same goes with any Animo DPS. So whether it's Wanderer, whether it's Zhao, Venti, or if you want to make your Jean a DPS, or just any Animo DPS in general, like I said, you probably want to get your, where is she? I just saw her. Where the heck is she? Here. You obviously want to get your Faruzan to C6. Zebai and Illua are no strangers to that fact either. If you want your Zebai to do maximum amount of damage, like the most she can possibly do, you want her premium teammate to be C6, which is Illua, for instance. Some characters have that problem. Now, do you have to get Illua to C6? Could you have him at C0? And your Zebai will do exceptionally well? Absolutely. So don't ever feel pressured in the game to pull for constellations, you guys. Every character in Genshin Impact can perform extremely well at C0. Whether it's a 5-star, whether it's a 4-star, and so on and so forth. So I don't want anyone to feel pressured, oh, I have to get constellations for my Columbino, I have to get constellations for my Mawika, Sitlali, and so on and so forth, or my Aoife or my Dahlia, so my on-field DPS can do more damage. No. Don't ever feel pressure that way. Now, will it help? Absolutely, it will help. But is it absolutely mandatory? No, it's not mandatory. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get into a little bit of Spiral Abyss. Faruzan C6 is great, yeah. You didn't do it on purpose? Well, that is definitely a good character to have C6. Kujasara is definitely good at C6 for Electro DPSs. Oh, it's totally okay. I know. It's just, some of the names are definitely a little difficult to spell. Yeah, so just when you're watching Genshin Impact and building a character, I would say just about all the YouTubers get it right in terms of building the character and setting the character up correctly. So watch one video, maybe compared with another, and if 2 or more people say it's right, or maybe even go on Google and see what Google says, then you're obviously building your character right. So first team, obviously we'll do Mawika solo. Just make sure she has all of her stuff. Hold on. Does she have all of her good stuff on? Let's go ahead and put that on. Pyro damage. That's good. That is good. And that is good. So, by the way, Charla, this is what my Arlecchino is sitting at, in case you're ever curious. No, that is not good. Do not listen to that. That is not my Arlecchino. I have the wrong artifacts on her. My apologies. There you go. That's my Arlecchino stats, in case you're ever wondering. 60 over 229, which is absolutely amazing. Energy recharge on Arlecchino. You don't need energy recharge. And that's my attack. 21, 26 attack. HP doesn't really matter on Arlecchino. Defense doesn't matter on her. Elemental mastery. You could definitely get a little bit of EM on her. But the main things that matter on Arlecchino is attack and your crit rate and crit damage ratio. All the other substats don't really matter. Obviously, when you're building her on your goblet, you obviously want to run a pyro damage goblet, because her main source of damage comes from normal attacks that are infused with pyro damage. For the second team, we're going to go with a Columbina team. That's a no-brainer. Go like that. Actually, no, let's go Nefa, Nahida, and then, where's Llama? Where's the Llama? Llama. There she is. Thank you so much, Hope, for the $10. I'm sorry, Corzan, but I have to go to bed after work tomorrow, and my throat is hurting. I'll be watching this tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Love you. Aw, Hope. Thank you so much, and rest up. And take some cough syrup. Cough syrup, like I know a lot of people say, oh, gargle, salt water, this, that, drink tea. Get you some cough syrup. Get the all-in-one, though, you know, for like the stuffy nose, the chest congestion, the sore throat, the headaches. If you're going to get the cough syrups, definitely get the all-in-one. And I hope you feel better. You're a strong girl. You're going to get better real soon. Mwah. Love you, Hope. Okay, let's get a little bit of Spiral Abyss in, but before that, I want to play a little bit of music. We cannot do Spiral Abyss without music. That is like literally the most impossible task ever. I'll listen to some Columbina music, why not?
Rise with the sun, light of the blazing sun! Incinerate! Light it up! Wrath from the skies!
Oh no, did I actually miss that? I should have done that. Whoops. I just love how like aggressive she is in like all of her moves. Try and stop me. Yeah, Columbina always works. Yeah. Look at her, guys. This is Little Dove, the Moon Maiden herself. Look how gorgeous she is. And she's on a team with, like, probably one of my favorite Archons ever, Nahida. Like, come on.
Defensive mode engaged.
I love this team so much. And I know, I'm crazy for playing Columbina as a DPS. No one uses her as a DPS, but I'm not well in the head. I think she works amazing as a DPS. Like, my Columbina's kind of like cracked. Like, her like crit to crit damage ratio is so like insane. I was showing one of my friends my Columbina stats, and she was like, you know how lucky you are? Like, I don't. You like the Columbina team? I do too. I know. Exactly. She's my Columbina. I'm gonna play her as a DPS, but I do also have her as a support build too. So. Okay, let's actually just go to my playlist. You know me, guys. I love Columbina music. Like, all of Columbina's music, I just absolutely adore. But, oh, Skirk's music I really like too. Okay. I'm sure of dreams, and now I don't even want to use my dental sigils. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it seems like you were in Sumeru, trying to 100% Sumeru, aren't you? Yeah, 100%ing Sumeru is probably one of the more difficult things you can do in all of Genshin Impact. I feel your pain, my friend. I feel your pain. I too once had to 100% Sumeru. What's up, Cindy? How's it going, my girl?
Try and stop me! Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! Incinerate! Ah! Rev the engines! Rev from the sky!
Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, never mind. There's actually one more. Never mind. Goodness, these guys are annoying. My fingers are getting tired from doing that combo. I'm not gonna use her burst. Save the burst for the next round. Oh, don't get your shield again. Oh my goodness. Just literally smacked my Movica. You've 100%ed Fontain? Yo, that's actually impressive. Fontain was super fun to 100%. I'm gonna have to do it on the villainous account. You lost your voice? Jessica Rabbit. It's okay, my girl. You'll get your beautiful voice back, I have no doubts. No skip button. The only time where I would say the skip button I would want is for side quests that have no dialogue, but definitely pay attention to the story, my friend. The story of Genshin Impact is super, super amazing. But that's nice. You started about a month ago? That is awesome to hear. This music's my favorite. Oh, I know. Sure. Trish. It is amazing, I know. I want to listen to this. This is literally my girl right here singing. Enjoy her music. Aww. She woke her up. Oh, she's so graceful.
A new moon rises. Insulation chamber. Grow, grow, grow! The Temple of Wisdom!
Okay, which one is... Oh, Okay, wow, I actually chose the correct one. Nice, nice, nice.
Surge. Defensive mode engaged. Ultimatum protocol. Leave this place.
Leave this place.
A moonlit night for all.
They should have really made Llama DPS. Like, I would have loved that. Like, I can turn my Llama into DPS. We saw Llama DPS before, but I would have loved if they made her like a dedicated DPS. Fontain is amazing. All places Mondstadt are 40% higher. Mondstadt can be difficult because some of the puzzles in Mondstadt are like you just have to kind of know it's there. Like it doesn't give you a hint. Your AR-53, nice. Wow, so you actually have been grinding a lot for a month. Wow, you're almost at. So like from AR-50 to 60 takes a while, but wow, 53 already. That's actually impressive. Exactly, Aaron. Isn't she amazing? Llama jiggle physics? Yeah.
I used to take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day. So don't
Time to
worry
wake
about
up
me.
and kick some
I
butt.
can keep up.
I can't wait to get Chaska on my account, Kathy. Like, I don't know why I skipped Chaska. Oh, you will be even better than me, Emma. I have no doubts in my mind. Yeah, she's singing in Latin, exactly, yeah. I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's in Latin, right? Okay, we gotta listen to more Columbina music. Nice, yeah, you gotta go do those Ascension quests indeed. Character HP is less than 50.
Rise with the sun! Wrath from the skies! Burn it down!
Okay, I'm kind of playing
Light of the
stupidly.
blazing sun!
No, why aren't my combos working? No, Mahwika, please listen!
Try and stop me!
Oh my god. The fact that Mahwika can fly is just so...
Plastic surge! Is this...
Oh my god. Yeah, I was playing like an absolute... just not very smart.
Light it up! Light of the blazing sun!
Okay, let's not mess around with no stupid combos. Let's just do it old-fashioned way. Just do donuts around it.
Rev the engines! Wrath from the skies! Full throttle!
This is the power of a C6R5 Mahwika, you guys. You see this?
Blazing sun!
You just solo Spiral Abyss. Yeah, this song is absolutely beautiful, Emma. Well, I will help you, Emma, to become an even better player than me. This game is super addicting, I know. But you got an Effa and Bina? Awesome. That is really, really cool.
Would you like to go moon gazing? You can sit in my rocking chair and admire the view. Or we could go to the moon and gaze down at Tefat. Whatever you prefer. A new moon rises. Installation chamber. Committed to memory. Make yourselves at home.
Hey, Melissa, what's going on?
Protect us by the frost.
Always a pleasure seeing Melissa in chat.
Surge.
Defensive mode engaged. Preparing for dust up.
Grow, grow, grow.
Leave this way.
New moons converge.
These little minions are still not dead. My goodness. Oh, I don't even have them marked with Nahida. Whoops.
Installation chamber deployed.
Just mark them real quick. There you
Temple
go.
of Wisdom.
You poor lost land. With
You
one
poor
heart.
lost land.
A moonlit night for all.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Annihilation mode.
This way through.
Leave this way.
A new moon rises.
Come on, Columbina. We got 1 minute. Destroy this guy for daddy. Come on.
Surge.
Defensive mode engaged.
Grow, grow, grow.
Nahida, we need you in there. Llama, my girl.
For the everlasting.
We also need you.
Converge.
There you go. 36 star Abyss, you guys. With Solo Mawika. Look at that. Finito. Just relaxing? Nice. Relax a little girl. You deserve it. The best tactic for Spiral Abyss? Everyone on your team needs to be on their A game, so everyone needs to be built. You can't really have a character that's like lacking. Like obviously it's funny because I literally soloed Spiral Abyss with a solo Mawika, but she's C6 R5, so it doesn't count. But for instance, my Columbina team, let's just go see. So it's oops. So it's Inefa,
Target for cleanup sequence.
it's Nahida,
Time to broaden your horizons again.
it's Llama, right? So this is my Columbina stats as a main DPS. Absolutely disgusting. 60 over 288, right? Her weapon's level 90. She's obviously level 90 max. Her artifacts are her best set. All the artifacts are level 20. You see, she sees 0, which is fine, and then her stats are really well. Her talents, right? My Inefa's really well built to level 90 weapon. She has the new supportive set on her. She sees 0. Talents are really, really great. 199. My Nahida's well built. Nahida you don't have to invest too much in because she's just such a crazy powerful character. She has a level 80 weapon, but that's her signature weapon, so it's well okay. She's on her supportive set, and her talents are decent too. And my Llama's crazy powerful. She's level 90 weapon. She's actually using Nahida's weapon. I had a spare, so I put it on her. She's using a supportive Nod Cry set. My Llama's actually C1 because I wanted my Llama to heal, and I really love Llama. My Llama's 110-10, so it just goes to show she's strictly support. Yeah, so with that being said, you definitely want your characters all to be well built. You can't just, because I know you like Arlecchino, you can't just make Arlecchino the best in your team and completely disregard
find that the animals in
your
Nodcry
supports,
behave in
right?
ways you
Supports in this
do
game
not
are just as
understand,
important as DPS.
just ask me and I will explain.
Your DPS is only going to be as good as your supports are. Always, always remember that. So when you're building a team for Spiral Abyss, you got to build a team that makes sense if you want a 36 start. You can't just, you know, slap a bunch of randoms on a team and be like, yep, I'm going to make this work. You can get away with that if all the randoms are extremely well built. But if you're first starting out new and if you want a 36 star Abyss, you need to have the team make sense, and you need to build the characters quite well with their premium artifact sets, with their weapons, and so on and so forth. Thank you so much, Emma, for the 10 pounds. I'm going to say goodnight. I can't wait for Zaba. I'm so excited for the new merch. Take your time with the trailer. You work so hard and I'm proud of you. I'm glad you like the diamond painting. I absolutely love the diamond painting. The hardest part was to which video I should pick to upload it. I picked the one that displayed the sparkles the most, and I'm so grateful for the painting, Emma, and for your time and your love and your support, not just in me, but to our wonderful community and our family and friends. So thank you so much, Emma, and I'm super excited for Zabai. We'll be pulling for Zabai on my main account, so don't you worry. Even if we don't pull for Zabai on the villainous account, we're gonna pull for her and her weapon one way or another, Emma, and you will see your girl in action on my account if we don't get her on the villainous account. So either way, we're gonna have Zabai one way or another. Okay, let's log out of this and go do a little bit of the Archon quest, just a little. So this is still a Let's Play. I just want to do that stuff though. So yes, let's switch accounts to the villainous account. Yeah, so it'll be really difficult to 36 star Abyss. Charlotte, I'm telling you right now, with level 70 characters, you're probably not going to be able to 36 star Abyss. You need all your characters to be well built. And on top of that, some Spiral Abysses specialize certain reactions more so than others. So that's why it's a good idea when you get to the end game level to not just have one team built and rely on that one team, right? Because Spiral Abyss, you need two teams, but let's say if you have two teams very, very well built for Spiral Abyss, let's say if you have an Arlecchino Melt team, and you have, for the second team, you have, I don't know, like a Zhao team, right? Well, what if one time in Spiral Abyss, it requires a freeze team, right? Arlecchino doesn't work on a freeze team, and Zhao doesn't work on a freeze team. Skirk's premium team is a freeze team. You see what I'm saying? Spiral Abysses always change, and you always want to have different characters well built. But when you're first starting the game, don't overcomplicate it and don't build a bunch of characters, because you're just going to invest resources in characters that you just don't need well built. But when you get to the higher end game content, you definitely want to start looking at a wider variety of teams well built, right? So that's a good pull for it, don't worry. Love you, Aaron. You're working on a Flint's team? Nice. Oh, whoops. You guys are not meant to see this. Let's get out of here. Good lord. I'm constantly in places where you guys aren't meant to see. Okay. Archon Quest. So, if you guys remember last time when we did the Archon Quest, we came to Fontaine's Harbor. We met Linny and Lynette, and we met the Hydro Archon herself, Focalors, or Lady Farina, or just Farina, if you will. And yeah, she didn't seem very fond of her. Farina definitely didn't like us. We didn't like Farina. And Linny told us there's a prophecy in Fontaine that the waters are gonna rise, drown and kill everyone, and the only person that's gonna survive at the end is the Archon, so Farina, and she's gonna be weeping and crying on her throne. That is what we know in Fontaine currently. Crazy, crazy stuff, right? So let's just go down. Okay, we need to give these magic pockets to nearby residents. That'll definitely help them when the waters in Fontaine rise.
Huh? I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true,
Oh,
it's
because
still
I'm in
gonna be a
places in the
long
game that
time
we
before
haven't
the water
gotten
can
to.
cover everything.
Spoilers, yeah. Okay, what did this lady say? Oh, I don't want that thing. Wait, I see it. If the prophecy is true, it's still gonna be a long time before the waters can cover. Okay, so she's kind of like skeptical about the prophecy. Rightfully so. A lot of people aren't gonna believe the prophecy.
Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You should still
That's
take it.
true.
You never know when it'll come in handy.
But you do need to plan for things. You can't just
Oh,
be
all right,
careless.
fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now.
I have high hopes
I'd
for Farina.
really rather
Trish,
not.
don't you worry. Me too, Aaron. Trust me, I am so incredibly excited for Zabai. Just for the fact that she's an Adepti. I love all the Adepti, and I love Liyue as a nation, so to get a new playable Adepti in game, you know how crazy, just amazing that is? Oh, and by the way, once Zabai gets released, her playable state, if she's an OP character, it'll make sense. If Zabai is OP, I will agree with that. I will be okay if Zabai is OP, because she's an Adepti. They are gods, right? So the Adepti are all extremely, extremely powerful beings. So Zabai being OP, I'm okay with that. Varka being OP, not okay with that. Varka should not be one of the best characters in the game. Far from it, actually. Justice for Street Rambler. I know, Brina, I know. Trust me, I want her playable. You guys have no clue, like, the reason why I'm, like, so obsessive over Columbina, the Genshin community have wanted her for, like, 3+ years. The second I saw Columbina in a trailer, so she's been in the game for, like, forever, right? So when we first saw her, everyone in the Genshin community was obsessed about her. And then it took Hoyoverse 3 years to give us Columbina, so you guys need to understand, Columbina's not just a character that, you know, just got released out of the blue. She has been a hyped up character for such a long time.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about.
Take this little thing.
Oh,
It'll help
a
you.
magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Thanks.
Indeed.
Please,
Smart guy.
also thank the magician on my behalf when...
We sure will, buddy. We sure will. Fontaine is cool, you guys. Like, it really is cool. I love Fontaine in every way, but wait until we get to Natlan.
I won't have any use for it.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
Probably not.
No, I believe in the prophecy.
Oh, he does.
But I also believe in another story.
Ooh.
The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before.
So he just embraces the prophecy.
Can't live underwater. They'll die. You should probably still take it.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
Indeed, Aaron. Yeah, definitely. She's definitely a curious character. Like, my curiosity is definitely piqued with Zabai. It was just the fact that we don't know much about her, and well, she looks stunning to begin with, and on top of that, she's an adeptus. So, okay, we have distributed the little magic pockets. What now?
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some interesting opinions.
A lot of people actually don't believe in the prophecy. It's okay. So, from what I'm gathering from just 3 people that we spoke with, they either believe in the prophecy or they just don't care, or they kind of disregard the prophecy.
Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Why don't we move to Fontaine? Fontaine would be a cool place to live. Fontaine is like one of those places I don't think it'll ever be a boring moment. Fontaine, there's always entertainment. Fontaine's like one of the more developed places in Teyvat, right? Sumeru's definitely Sumeru's kind of scary to live in because the sages, and there's just so much like eyes always on you in Sumeru with the Akasha terminals and so on and so forth. Now obviously the Akasha don't really exist, but before, I'm saying, during the Archon quest, Sumeru's definitely a place where the government definitely has a lot of intervention and a lot of say over your personal business, which I like to live my life very free, far away from other people's control over my business.
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side
probably
of the
one of the
harbor.
most gorgeous places in all of Teyvat. Well, I say that so much. Like, Fontaine is just beautiful, right? Excuse me. Okay, we gotta go gather some Romaritime flowers. I mean, just look at this, you guys. This is Fontaine. Look at these mountains. Look at these beautiful, beautiful waters. Oh, I did not need to go all the way up there. Flowers were right here.
It seems we have to use Hydro to
Yes,
collect
we have to
Romaritime
use
flowers.
Hydro to collect these flowers. Oh, and in case, if you guys ever need Romaritime flowers for level up material or anything in the game, you're probably running up to them. You're like, why can't I collect it? You just gotta interact with them through a little bit of Hydro. So any Hydro character will work. It doesn't have to be Columbina. Thank you, ladies.
You made quick
Yeah,
work
Monza
of
will
that.
always be
I
home.
can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time
Llama,
you'll
yeah.
feel like helping too.
Llama
Lynette.
would not fit in
No
a city
way.
environment. She
I'm in
likes
power
more
saving mode
natural
today.
places.
Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Ooh, a performance.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of Fontain.
Thank you, Lucy.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
Oh, I bet there's a lot of delicious foods for you to try, Paimon. Lots and lots of delicious goodies.
Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
What's her? What's she doing?
Anything?
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Why don't we report her to Farina? Then again, leaving it up to Farina, she'll probably make a grand entrance, and by the time
Keep your
she
voice
gets
down.
caught,
We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should
Farina
split
has
up.
to make a big deal about everything. She needs a grandiose entrance.
You two can ride
She
the
needs
lift over
eyes,
there and
all
wait up
eyes
top.
on her.
I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Look at Lynette. Lynette is so beautiful. Okay, let's go block one of her exits. Yeah, there's elevators here in Fontaine. Oh yeah, the water and the mountains and stuff, Llama would definitely like. But like inside the city, in Fontaine, like this city of Fontaine, I don't know if she would get along, or she would fit well in there. She would definitely get along with people, but... Yo, Paimon loves food, and so do I. Me and Paimon would
I used
definitely
to
get
take
along.
long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day. So don't worry about me. I can keep up.
Okay, Columbina. Hold on. Where do we have to go? Oh, okay, right here. Nice.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait.
Yeah, it's easy. Like you kind of lose perspective when you're jumping waypoint to waypoint, but when you're actually running and going to these places, it's very, very large in scale. There she is. Get her, boys.
Did she notice us? She started running the other direction.
Yeah,
What should we
enough
do? Should we
talking.
chase her?
Yes, let's chase her.
You're right. She might also be trying to lure us away. Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief. Yeah, let's go.
Alright, I guess the thief got away. The tower is, yeah, the tower is quite large indeed. As you can see, when we just like this third time we're like jumping down this tower. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't swim fast. Columbina's gonna drown. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness, we just made it. Yeah, this is a very large tower, as you can see. Extremely, extremely large. Oh, Charlotte, of course, my love. Well, that's, you tend to gain a lot of knowledge when you're passionate about
Are
things.
you
and
sure that's all she took?
Genshin is one of
You
those
should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
pastimes of mine where it calms my brain, my chaotic brain, and I just feel like mush. I feel like a puddle where I don't feel like I'm so constantly like I have to worry about this, I have to worry about that. All the colorful characters of Genshin Impact, all the colorful areas, the music, the story. It's just something where like, you know how everyone says everyone needs a hobby, whether it's, you know, sewing, knitting, playing soccer, whatever the case may be, right? We all need that thing to kind of, you know, sometimes take us out of reality and just enjoy you know, our own little pocket universe of fantasy. Genshin Impact is that for me, where I can, you know, just kind of escape reality sometimes, come into the Genshin Impact universe and just kind of like push my worries and my headaches to the side and be like, I want to live here for a little bit. That's what Genshin Impact is to me.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough.
Breathe.
I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks
I
again.
played to relax too. Yeah.
Oh, were you
Oh,
returning what the
Brina.
thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her.
Oh, we managed
She
to retrieve the
distracted me by
stolen
dropping
items
the
though.
thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
Yeah,
I saw
life
the
life
general
can be so
direction she
crazy,
went,
Aaron, right?
But Lenny twisted his ankle. and I
We all
needed to make
escape
sure he was
reality
okay.
sometimes, one way or another, whether it's Genshin Impact, like
Did
I
you get
said,
hurt,
whether
Lenny?
it's sewing, whether it's reading a book, whether it's watching TV, a movie,
I'll be all right.
whatever.
It's
like
just
literally
a twisted
anything.
ankle, that's all. In fact, it's
We
feeling
all
better
do it in
already.
some capacity,
If you
right?
want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
The thing with Genshin Impact is a
You're
lot of
right,
people
you're
actually
right.
don't do the endgame
Sorry,
content.
Lynette.
They play Genshin for the colorful
I
characters.
have to admit
They
that
pull
the
and
thief
wish
was
for the
even more skilled
characters,
than I had anticipated.
and they just enjoy them. Like
But
a
at
lot of
least we
people,
were
like
able to
like I
get the
have a
stolen
couple friends who don't
items
even
back,
build
so
the
it wasn't a
characters. You know
complete
that? They don't level them up or anything. They just pull for the characters, wish for them, and then they just keep them. They don't do endgame content. So Genshin's one of those games where you
Alright,
just play
let's
it
put this
the
little
way you want to
detour
play it.
behind us. We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
Ooh, Court of Fontaine, you guys. Again, if you guys don't know Fontaine, Fontaine is very much a place where law and order and things of that nature are definitely very important, right? Alongside entertainment. Fontaine is, yeah, Fontaine's definitely a unique place. I mean, just look at the scenery, look at that background. And again, you can go anywhere you can see in Genshin Impact, you can go explore it.
Ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
an
the nation of
aquabus.
Hydro.
It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
Oh, you definitely will, Charla. Yeah, it's just
No,
just
that's
have
not
fun
what I
with
meant.
it.
It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much.
Some
Besides,
of my
it doesn't
friends are
really
like,
feel
"Oh,
like a
Genshin
real
is
trip
so
when it's just the
stressful." I'm
two
like,
of us. It's the
"Yeah,
same as being
you
at
just
home.
play it at your own accord. You don't like you're not in a competition with
Whatever.
anyone. You're not in a race. Play it, have fun, and appreciate it for what it
That's what
is.
it's like to
Just
be an
a
older brother.
nice, wholesome, colorful little fantasy game. That's all it is at the end of the
It's
day.
about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Dancing in Genshin by escapes. That is awesome. Uh-oh, who's this? Look who it is. We finally get to meet her. Would you look at that? There she is.
Excuse me. Aren't you the great magician Lenny and his assistant Lynette?
Hello. I don't believe we've...
I don't know why they have to just
Jax,
focus
a
on her
reporter for the
crotch,
Standard.
and her butt. It's Charlotte, you guys.
Nice to meet you.
She's a reporter, by the way.
Steambird,
She's
huh?
a
We've
4-star
often
cryo
relied on
support
your
character.
paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Yeah.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across Tibet?
Look at that.
You recognize everybody.
We're
on
like
the
celebrities at this point, you guys.
I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who's who, would I? Wow, today must be my day. Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs?
Indeed,
Could
we're
my vision
kind of
finally
famous.
be
We
showing
saved
me some
Sumeru and Azuma, Liyue.
What do you
Not
do
to
for a
mention
reporter?
Mondstadt. Come on. A little bit of credit.
Well, when there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once
Charlotte's
so
one
poor
of your
that
daughter's
they ate a
names?
single piece
That's
of bread
beautiful.
for 5 days.
Alright, then I delete, I sketch, then I throw away my brain. Expects perfection, so nothing I write through sketch. I don't write necessarily,
and all,
but I
what
do
I'm
sketch,
really
and I've
after
thrown
is
a lot of
exclusive,
rough
sensational
drafts
news
of the
pieces
logo
that could
away,
shake the country.
and I've
These smaller
deleted a
stories are a
lot.
waste of my talents.
I've kept a few, so when I show you guys the finished product of the new logo, maybe I'll show you guys the little rough drafts of it too.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
Oh, hold on. What did she say? Okay, that's fine and all, but what I'm really after...
Right!
Oh, whoops.
These stories are the talk of the...
Bro, can you stop? That's fine, but I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news. Pieces that could shake up the country with small stories.
I'm the first
my
with
goodness,
a
it
draft
keeps
ready
going
to
that way.
publish when the case is finally cracked. And it's the headline story in the Steambird.
Okay, serial disappearance of young women's case. Oh, wow.
When that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
Okay, so there seems to be
Serial disappearances
listen
of
to
young
this, you
women
guys.
case. You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
There's literally a serial killer in Fontaine that's targeting young women. Oh my
That's
god.
right. The first missing girl
What's
case
wrong with
happened
people?
almost 20 years ago.
This guy has been at large for 20 years? Targeting young women?
Ever
Fontaine,
since, after a
what the
period of
heck?
time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace.
Yeah, whoever this person is a clear weirdo. Young women in Fontaine, you
But the
guys,
scariest
going
part
missing.
is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this
Charlotte's
case, but
Web,
shortly
oh, I
after each
love
arrest,
that
another
book
disappearance
and that
will
show.
always happen.
Okay, many suspects have been arrested. Okay, hold on. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection of the case, but shortly after each arrest, another okay, so it would seem that whenever they do make an arrest pertaining to individuals who may be in one way or another involved with the
Yes,
serial
possible.
disappearance
But
case,
either way, I believe that
it's
every
not the
case has
culprit.
some
It's
precise
not
truth
the
behind it, waiting
person
to be
who's actually
exposed.
doing it. Dang, you guys.
Yes, I agree.
Well, I guess don't be
And
a
at the
young
very
woman in
least, the family
Fontaine.
of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what
Yeah,
I would
at
do if
least they
Lynette
can't
were to
blame
suddenly
us like
disappear.
the
I'd pay
Millilips
any
tried
price
to
to get
blame
them back,
us
and
for
then find a way to track
assassinating
down the
Rex
culprits.
Lapis. You guys remember that? When we went to Liyue, it wasn't good first
Please don't
impression.
imagine that,
In
Lynette.
Fontaine, not a good first impression. When we went to Inazuma, again, not a good first impression. When we went to Sumeru, it was okay, I guess. And then when we went to Mondstadt, we had a pretty good first impression with Amber and
Hey, we're almost there!
Venti and all of them. Yeah, so 3 nations we've been to so far, not good first impressions. Fontaine, we literally, like not even 5 minutes into Fontaine, and the Archon herself wanted to fight us, and then she wanted to take us to court, and then she wanted to put some legal, like, troubles on us. Oh, look how beautiful Fontaine is, you guys. And this French music playing in the back. Right after meeting Zhongli? Nice, Brina. That's actually true, Kyla. You're not wrong there.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Paimon hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
Bye, Charlotte.
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
That's kind of like me too, Brina. This is my second time doing this story,
Always running around and interviewing
and I'm
everyone.
definitely picking up stuff I've missed the first time
Well,
around.
where should we go now?
Look at both their visions. Look at Linny and Lynette's vision. She's Animo and he's Pyro. Super cool. Yes, where
If you
should
don't
we go? I thought we were
mind,
gonna go to
how
the
about
Opera
we
House.
Stop by my home first. Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Okay, we gotta go to
Sure,
Linny's
we wouldn't
house
mind at
first.
all. This city is so huge.
So guys,
Paimon wouldn't know
first
where to start
impressions
anyway.
of Linny and Lynette. Do you guys like Linny and Lynette? You guys fans of them? Or what? Yeah, Fontaine is massive. Not just by like land, but the city is massive too. Definitely not a small place. Wow. Look at that. So beautiful. So the Fontaine city is like obviously very loosely inspired by Paris, right? This is what Paris is supposed to be. If Fontaine is France, the city is supposed to be Paris. Look at that, you guys. We're a long ways from Mondstadt. Look at this. Just imagine the other nations we're going to be visiting. I wonder what Snezhnaya is going to look like. Oh my god. Snezhnaya is probably going to look super cool. Look at this, you guys. So different than when we were back in Mondstadt, right? Super, super beautiful. Okay, so you guys like them both? Okay, so Aaron's indifferent. Aaron hasn't really decided yet. Oh, Aaron, you smart cookie. That's good though. That's definitely good to not pass judgment whether you like someone or you dislike someone too quick. You could definitely be indifferent. That's definitely a smart approach to take. But yeah, guys, we are here in Fontaine. Look at all these nice stalls. The roads are all beautiful. Everyone is dressed well.
No way.
Quite beautiful.
This is our current abode.
Oh, nice home.
Ah, Fremine, your home.
Hey,
Where
look
did
who it is,
everyone
guys.
else go?
Another
I
character
have
we
some
haven't
new
seen
friends
yet.
that I would like to introduce.
Look, guys, it's Fremine. He is a 4-star cryo DPS, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's what everyone is saying. Yeah, Snezhnaya is gonna be loosely based off of Russia. Yeah, it's gonna be influenced by Russia. That's what everyone's saying.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped.
Uh-oh. Everyone's getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I wonder who Father is.
Allow me to
I
introduce
know,
you to
I
my
know,
little
Kyla.
brother, Fremine.
Paris is,
He is a phenomenal
unfortunately
diver.
filled with scammers, and it's in recent times not a very clean city, or for that matter, romantic.
Hello.
You wanna know more about them before you decide? Yeah. No, I don't blame you at all, Ganyu.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Oh yeah, Fremine is also a diver. He does deep sea diving.
Lenny, could you come here for a moment?
Hmm? What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
Looks like Fremine wants to keep this discussion in secret. Or maybe just between him and his brother. I wonder what they're talking about, you guys.
Okay, I see.
No worries, Aaron. Thank you so much for spending some time with us, and be safe, and we'll chit-chat again real soon.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption.
I highly doubt you guys were discussing some housework that he needed to just...
Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Lynette is just like standing in the back, always just quiet. She doesn't say much, does she? Oh, look at those creatures, you guys. They're furries. They're little furry creatures. Oh, it's raining in Fontaine.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago?
Hydro Dragon, Hydro
Fontaine's
Dragon,
weather sure
don't
is
cry. Okay, I'll stop at the little references. No one's gonna understand what I mean by that. Maybe a couple of the girls in chat will know what I mean.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
It rains... Oh, hold on. It often rains on days when there's trials being held at the Opera House. That actually makes a lot of sense. Oh my god. So this is what I mean that I'm even picking up stuff doing it the second time around. Like, obviously, a good portion of you girls are not going to know what I'm even, like, smiling about. But this makes a lot of sense even to me. It often rains on days when there's trials being held at the Opera House. That actually makes so much sense. Oh my god. I saw they're adorable when you do them.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe.
Oh, let's see. Is Fremine gonna tell us the legend about the rain in Fontaine?
It said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain.
Aww, my heart. I love Fontaine. The Archon quest is so beautiful, you guys, and it is so emotional and just so amazing. Okay, so the legend goes a water dragon resided in Fontaine a long time ago, but no one knows where it went. And when it rains, it's because the dragon is crying, you guys. How beautiful is that? We definitely got secrets, Charla. Oh, that is so beautiful. A water dragon.
When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon!
Don't cry! You see? Hydro Dragon, don't cry! Oh, Fontaine, the land you are so beautiful. Could it, you guys? Look at the dialogues. Another one of the elemental dragons of Tevat. Could this be the same dragon that we've seen in well, you guys haven't seen the Electro Dragon Sovereign, and you guys haven't seen the Dendro Dragon Sovereign, and you guys haven't seen the Geo Dragon Sovereign. The only Dragon Sovereign that we have seen, well, us as the villainess account, I've seen all of them. That we have seen is the Animo Dragon Sovereign, which was Dvalin, right? Many years ago, Heavenly Principles took power from the true rulers of this world that the elemental forces came from, the elemental dragons, stripped them of their powers, gave them to the Archons, and you kind of know the story. So we're saying, could this water dragon be somehow connected to the dragon sovereign, the Hydro Dragon Sovereign? Absolutely intriguing indeed, right? Sad dragon, I know. Well, who knows, Lucy? Maybe one day we will see who this dragon is, right?
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
What's up, Sarah? Good to see you, my girl. How are you? How's your sleep?
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
It's a legend, I see. It didn't work, it's still
You might be a
raining.
more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
What's up, Esther? Good to see you, my girl. How are you?
Sorry. It might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
Does the Hydro Dragon even exist, Linny? The only elemental dragon sovereign we have seen thus far
It ran
is
for longer than I
Dvalin.
suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations.
I thought
for
we were
the
going to
show
go to
at
the Opera House, yeah.
I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Yeah, so the one of the reasons why I love Fontaine's Archon quest, it's not like Sumeru's. So Sumeru's, you literally blink an eye, you literally go and, I don't know, take a chip out of your bag of chips, you go pick your nose, you do whatever. You are missing out on so much crucial detail that you are going to be lost in the Sumeru quest, or the Sumeru Archon quest. Fontaine's is a little more grounded, a little more you could kind of put your feet up, and it's just easier to understand, and it's not so crazy like lore rich. Like, yes, it's lore rich, but it's just easier to understand. In my humble opinion, I like the Archon quest in Fontaine a lot better than Sumeru's, so it's just amazing.
Oh, are you leaving now?
Yes, let's go to the Opera House.
Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there?
Yeah, I guess we can do that.
I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
So yeah, as you guys can clearly see, Fremine is very much quiet, very much an introvert, and very much to himself, right? So
No trouble at all. Don't worry, we're on the case.
I've worked with a lot
Sorry
of.
for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks.
Maybe I'll leave that for another day.
I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
I've known a lot of very special people in my life who are very much introverted, and yeah, through a little bit of patience, love, and kindness, they turn out to be some of the most kind-hearted kids ever.
Oh, no need, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
Yeah, I mean, I like it very much more than Sumeru's Archon Quest. Not to say Sumeru's Archon Quest is bad, because it's not, obviously. My Nahida's from there. Liyue's Archon Quest was just so out there compared to Mondstaed's. Mondstaed's like kind of grounded, kind of very simple. And then you get to Liyue with the Adepti, with the Ocean Gods, Rex Lapis faking his death, so on and so forth. So Liyue to Mondstaed is such a big difference. And then from Liyue, you just, like, you were on your toes the entire time in Liyue's Archon Quest, right? Because it's just so action-packed. And then you get to Inazuma, you're just angry the entire time. And you get to Sumeru, where you're like, you literally have the reading glasses on, you're taking notes, you're really paying attention. And then you get to Fontaine now, and then it's, well, I'm not going to spoil the rest, but Fontaine's is super cool. You guys are going to like it. Okay, go to Beaumont Workshop. Okay, why did they make Columbina moan in like everything she does? This girl is moaning. So when you're running, she moans. When you're climbing, like literally she's making like moaning noises like every second. Columbina, shh, quit it.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Hello?
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy or
No,
do you
we're
need
just here
something
to
made?
deliver
Perhaps
some
you're just
stuff
looking for a chat with
that
me.
was made from by a Linny.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making...
I agree. Fontaine's a
what were
little
they called
more
again?
level. Like I love the landscape of Fontaine better. The mountains, the seas. It gives me Mondstaed vibes. Like Fontaine, when you're in Fontaine in the city, obviously it looks nothing like Mondstaed. When we exit out of the city and you see the landscape more, you guys are gonna be like, oh yeah, I could kind of understand why it gives you Mondstaed vibes. It definitely kind of reminds me of Mondstaed, and that's another reason why I love Fontaine. Not to mention the Archon Quest is 10 out of 10.
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Hi, you. Exactly, yeah. What's up, Mink? How are you? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Okay, these must be the magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders. Okay, nice.
No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But
She's a
they
very
insisted
vocal
on
girl.
paying the full
Indeed, she
amount,
is.
saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
I could literally sit here for hours doing Fontaine's Archon Quest. I really could.
Whoa. So, is Linny actually loaded?
Is Linny loaded? Huh, so Paimon's thinking Linny's rich.
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a good magician selling out shows, yeah, I would say there's good money to be made. Why not?
Hey, is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Yeah, that's out of annoyance. I don't know. Columbina's moans are like, let's just say they're a different kind of moaning. They're Hoyoverse definitely did it on purpose. Come on.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology, and wasting is a kind of crime.
Yeah, it's Zeusy Blue. Blue. What are you doing, tin head? You want to slap on your head real quick? Huh? Hold on. Why use your hands? What a magician can do the work.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you, but basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Oh, wow. So, how Fontaine powers itself is by something called indemnitium, and the energy is produced by trials, you guys. So here's some little tidbits of things you definitely need to be mindful of, and you need to remember. Trials produce indemnitium, which is, I don't know why it's a difficult word for me to pronounce, but okay.
How can trials produce energy?
Oh, I'm never mean to this cat. He's mean to me. It's the other way around.
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
Oh, okay, so there you go. So the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people belief in justice and then converts the energy into that indemnitium, and then that's used to be used all around Fontaine. Okay, so the Oratrice is pretty much like the big machine that's, you know, present at the trial, right? The Oratrice, if you guys remember from the last episode that we played, the Oratrice is a big mechanism thing that determines if someone's guilty or not, and then Monsieur Nouvelette also has a say, but Nouvelette and the Oratrice never disagree. They're always in agreement, right? And it's all a system where to generate that indemnitium to power up the city and for it to be used all around Fontaine. I see.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments.
Being mistreated. Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. Yeah, again, the Oratrice was created by Focalors, the Hydro Archon, Farina.
But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Zoo, one sec. My little monkey wants out. And then he's gonna want in, not even like 5 seconds from now, I bet. What, you little monkey? Get out. And stay out there for like a solid 30 minutes. Oh. Well, I mean, Archons draw a lot of strength from the belief of their people, right? It's like, you know, a lot of gods and stuff, like Roman and Greek gods, kind of. Zeus, he ran out. The gods rely on belief to obtain power.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though
Pretty
I've never
much,
heard
yeah.
anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense.
Yeah, I was planning on doing that, Brina, just literally shaving like a little door in the bottom of my door and just leaving it open for him to go in and out.
Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia.
Okay, so this is another thing you guys need to know.
It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
So I'll show you guys what like I just pronounced it Numa and Usa.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Conferry of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Are these guys loan sharks?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no? 70%.
No worries, Melissa. We will probably still be here. Go do your thing, my girl.
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
I know that voice all too well. Look who it is, you guys. Let's just get a round of applause. Like, I know he's a pretty bad guy, but come on, we all love him.
If Conferry of Cabriere wants to poach clients from North
Round of applause.
But I'm afraid
Round
you
of
still owe the bank
applause.
a hefty sum of more. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
Yeah, these guys definitely don't want to be owing the Northland Bank. Remember the big bank in Liyue that's owned by the Fatui? And Child, obviously, he has Fatui money, so definitely this man has no shortage of Mora. Remember the amount of Mora he was just freely giving us and Zhongli? Yes, Child is here in Fontaine, you guys. This man seems to be in every nation, more or less. The 11th of the Fatui Harbingers, you guys. It is the one and only Child.
Ah, you're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
I love this music in Fontaine, the background music. Oh, it's so relaxing. It just gives me like a little French village or like a little French town with the beautiful flowers, the nice beautiful hills, maybe like a river. Just a nice zen peaceful little French landscape. I want him on my account too, Charla. If they do a Chronicle Wish banner in 6.4, he's going to be on it. Chronicle Wish banner is pretty much them releasing all the old characters in one region. So they've done it with Mondstadt, they've done it with Liyue in the past. If they do it for Liyue again, he's going to be on it. And if he's on it, I will definitely be pulling for Child, 100%.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
He did, Brina. He definitely did. But this isn't the first time we're meeting him. If you go back and you watch when they first introduced Child and we found out that he was a Fatui Harbinger, he got that same Fatui Harbinger little introduction. If I'm not mistaken, right? Am I mistaken? I'm almost 99% sure Child did get the Fatui Harbinger intro. Yeah, we definitely did. Brina. Yeah, he definitely did. Tartaglia, Child, the 11th of the 11 Fatui Harbingers. Yeah, he definitely did. If I'm not sure if the camera can see. I mean, I could just go on Google Images and show you, but he definitely did. He definitely got that Fatui intro. Yeah, he did, Dottore did, La Signora did, Scaramouche did, the Balladeer. They all do. All the Fatui Harbingers get that unique little intro. Love you too, Trish. Good night and sweet dreams. Yeah, so 7.0 seems like a really long time away, but just let it sink in. 7.0 is like not that far. We're already in the year that Snezhnaya is gonna get released in. Super, super cool. Snezhnaya was actually supposed to be released in the 6.0 onwards patches, but then they decided to do a Nod Cry instead, just to kind of wrap up any loose stories. And now they're doing Snezhnaya 7.0 and beyond, so... Oh, no worries, Brina. No worries at all.
We're surprised to see you too! What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Yeah, why isn't he in Snezhnaya? Why are you in Fontaine, child? Are you about to release some random ancient Fontainian god to come kill everyone? What are you planning?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring.
Child thinks Fontaine's boring. As you guys could see around Child's waist, Child is a 5-star Hydro DPS character, on-field main DPS.
But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble.
Oh my god. Is Child trying to stir up some drama here in Fontaine? Child, give it a rest, buddy.
Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Oh my, yeah, so Child is up to his old scheming. Again, guys, the Fatui. No matter which nation we go, there has to be some involvement of the Fatui. Guys, give it a rest. Okay, so from here on out, anything bad that happens, let's just chalk it up to, yep, it has to be the Fatui. I'm so excited for Snezhnaya. So excited. And we finally get to meet the Tsaritsa. Yeah. She is... So, the Tsaritsa has been mentioned since, like, Mondstadt. Since the beginning of the game. The Tsaritsa... Okay, so the only character I would say thus far that is more, like, people just want to see her, aside from the Tsaritsa, is the unknown god in the beginning of the game. The sustainer of heavenly principles that separated us from our sibling, right? Obviously, we got to Fontaine, we got to meet the Hydro Archon. She's obviously not the sustainer of heavenly principles, the unknown god. We'll go see if the Tsaritsa is that person. So yeah, I would say the Tsaritsa and the sustainer of the heavenly principles, aka the unknown god, those are the two characters I would say I am the most hyped about seeing them. Okay, Zeus Wanson. I knew it. Come, you knucklehead. Don't be behind my chair when I'm rolling around. You're gonna get your paw caught in there, it's gonna hurt real bad. Now, some people are saying it's gonna be Genshin 2 after Snezhnaya gets wrapped up. See you later, Esther. Love you, my girl. Have an awesome day. Zeus, he's right there on my suitcase. Do you guys see him? I'm not sure if the camera's picking him up. He's right there. What? I don't know if you guys can see him. Could you guys see him or not? Blame the Fatui for everything, literally. Yeah, totally agree, man. He's always looking for trouble. Okay, good. You guys see him? Nice.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Yeah, we definitely want to avoid anything that he finds interesting.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Northland Bank boy. Are you forgetting that you're talking to one of the Fatui Harbingers? This guy clearly doesn't know where he stands.
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
He got so snappy at the guy. Don't interrupt.
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Indeed you are, Charla. The fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. Such a high ranking. Oh my god.
Listen to me, boy. If you want your Mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Okay, this guy is literally gonna get himself killed. He's so lucky that we're here. I don't think the Traveler would allow Child to kill this guy, but...
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
Oh, by the way, you guys aren't gonna know who Tonya and Tusser are. Tonya and Tusser are Child's siblings, younger siblings. We would have to do the Child story quest for us to know who Tonya and Tusser are, but just a little backstory on Child's, I guess, backstory. He has two younger siblings who live in Snezhnaya. So if he ever mentions Tonya or Tusser, they're his younger siblings.
Hey! That's way over the line! Alright, boys! Let's see who has to pay up now!
Okay, they're gonna attack Child.
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients.
You're not gonna listen to the bank, are you, Child? Well, Child doesn't really like to beat up random nobodies. He likes to fight people who he's gonna get stronger and learn something from, right? He doesn't like to just, you know, rumble with, you know, weaklings.
You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
The Traveler's gonna let this happen?
I'm sure this won't take long.
I love Child's like mask. He like wears it on like the side of his head. His Fatui mask. Child's drip is definitely 10 out of 10. Oh, no way. Look at that. We get to play as Child. Look at that, you guys. How cool is that? Hey.
Riptide.
Oh my goodness. He is so strong. Just like that. They are literally dispatched of.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Because he's one of the Fatui Harbingers, and not again. I don't want to spoil too much of Child's backstory. Let's just say Child has been trained by like one of the most deadliest individuals in all of Teyvat. So to call Child a weakling, or you know, just because he's ranked 11 of the Fatui Harbingers, he's not as strong, would be the biggest understatement. Child is very much extremely strong individual. His playstyle is so fun. He uses bow. He uses a bow, but he uses hydro daggers too. So he has two different playstyles. I obviously don't know how to play him because I don't have him as a character, but next time he comes, next time he gets his rerun, I'll definitely pull for him.
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it? Huh?
What was that?
Now's my chance!
Oh! One hit! Child knocked him out.
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
What? Child is losing his powers over hydro. Dang, you guys. What is going on?
How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Yeah, we've never heard of that before.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides,
smart.
I always have my delusion in case I need it.
His delusion? Oh my god, child, you shouldn't be messing around with delusions, my boy. Child is carrying around a delusion here in Fontaine? You'd better not use your delusion too often. Yeah, delusions literally mess people up.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see its work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
He's been in a bad mood, that's why he's here in Fontaine.
What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself.
Child is very, very young, aka why his, granted why his name is Child.
But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Oh, so maybe we get to learn a little more about Child during this Fontaine Archon quest, you guys.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
I also like Child's earring, that red earring. It's quite nice.
That is a possibility.
Yeah, I agree, Charlotte. Delusions will literally mess you up.
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss.
Oh, look at that, you guys. We're getting a little bit of a backstory about Child. So listen up, if we got any fans of Child.
It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk.
Oh! So you guys kind of understand why Child is so incredibly strong for a young man. He fell into the abyss, right? You know, the monsters of the abyss, the abyssal corruption. He fell in there. He fell into a hole. It was some weird hole that teleported him into the abyss. And when he was in the abyss, Skirk herself obviously found a 14-year-old child and trained that child to be so proficient at fighting and getting better and just being an all-around force to be reckoned with. So, Child's master is Skirk. There you go. Boom! Indeed, Charla.
She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques.
Yeah, Skirk is a very, very strict teacher with, pretty much no emotions to her.
One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
Wow. So, Child awakened it, and traces of it remained on him. That's why she was training him.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Wow, what a dream.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you
Do you guys remember that when we were fighting Child during the Liyue Archon quest, and I was freaking out? I'm like, did this guy just literally toss a whale at us? Do you guys remember that?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon. So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Yeah, and Skirk most likely isn't a character where you can just call up, be like, hey Skirk, let's just chit-chat for a little while. You don't find Skirk. Skirk finds you. That's probably how it goes.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
Oh, looks like Child has somewhere else to be. I wonder where. Probably causing up trouble?
More work for the Northland Bank?
Or the Fatui?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Oh my goodness. So he's in Fontaine because he's bored and he's been feeling off or whatever, and he's also sparring with Fontaine's champion duelists because he's feeling bored. This man.
Champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist.
Oh wow, look at that, you guys. So in Fontaine, before you stand trial, you can either stand on trial or you could go and have a duel with an official champion duelist in Fontaine. Wow, these are some... So like the second you think Fontaine carries like a lot of Western ways of handling courts and things of that nature, you like literally get stuff like this where you can like literally go challenge a champion duelist to defend your honor, which is obviously things of like more Eastern style of ways of ruling of old, obviously.
The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So,
in short, it is a fight to the death, you guys. So when you choose not to stand on trial and you try to go with the latter option, it's a fight to the death.
So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial.
Oh, never mind. So if they lose, they have to stand trial. Okay, I see. Never mind. I thought it was a fight to the death. Never mind.
And the worst case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel.
Oh, okay, so death can happen in the duel. Obviously, it is a fight, right? Anything could happen in a fight. So yeah, death can happen.
Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death.
Oh wow. Okay, so Fontaine has a death penalty, but no one has been officially sentenced to death.
So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
I highly doubt it. These champion duelists are like literally trained to duel and
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens.
Yeah, he definitely loves to challenge himself. Child
Besides,
is very much like
none
that.
of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists.
Oh, wow.
I had been asking her for some time before she
Look
finally
at that,
agreed
you
to
guys.
face me today.
We finally get to hear a little more about Clorinde and her backstory and who she is. So Clorinde is a champion duelist of Fontaine, and she is the strongest of all the champion duelists in Fontaine. So who do you think would win in a fight, you guys? I'm genuinely curious. Child or Clorinde?
Well, that's Child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
Yeah, when we met Farina.
Oh,
she was with
before I
Farina.
forget, I want you to have this.
What? Child just gave us his vision?
Vision? You're seriously just giving
Good
it
old
away?
Clorinde, indeed. Yeah, Child just literally gave us his vision. What
I'm
the
just
heck?
worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now.
What? Child, you won't be able to control the hydro element. He doesn't care. He literally, like he said himself, he doesn't need a vision to be strong.
Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Okay, he's gonna come get it later. He's not giving us his vision.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
So in the Genshin community and lore, people speculate that Child actually has a very big crush on the Traveler, right? And I definitely agree with that. Child is definitely fond of the Traveler, just because Child very much looks up to the Traveler and how he got his butt kicked, which Child doesn't rarely ever lose a fight, pretty much never. So the fact that the Traveler beat him in a fight, he's very much intrigued, and he has a little crush on the Traveler. Mink, you think Child would win the fight? Yeah. I'm definitely on the side that Child would be able to beat Clorinde in a fight, yeah.
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
There you go, guys. We haven't seen the last of this young man. We will see him again.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Linny's performance.
Oh, I can't wait to go see Linny's performance.
Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along! Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Paimon never saw that twist coming.
Exactly,
The
Kyla.
mystery novels here are amazing. The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, she literally spoiled the ending for us, Paimon. Oh, silly girl.
Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Linny's performance?
Yes, I want to see Linny's
It's almost time for the
performance.
show to start, so we should get going.
The Opera House, guys. If you thought the Opera House in Manaus was beautiful, wait until you guys see the Opera House in Genshin Impact in Fontaine. Look at this just beautiful French music. We're here in Fontaine. I could literally just walk around in Fontaine and just enjoy the beautiful city. But anyways, you guys, we are gonna leave it off here. I know the Archon quest is getting so juicy. It's absolutely amazing in every way possible. But we had a wonderful stream. We reacted to Zabai's teaser trailer. It was amazing, beautiful, super excited for the character to come out. We did a little bit of Spiral Abyss. We soloed one of the floors, or not floors, but one of the halves with Mawika, so that was quite easy, quite amazing. We did a little bit of the Archon quest. We got to learn a lot of lore of Fontain when it comes to the Oratrice Mechanique Denilis Cardinal, that big device that gathers up Indemnitium and then powers up all of Fontaine and so on and so forth. We got to see Child. We got to see more Linny, Lynette, Fremine, Charlotte. So it has been definitely a great, great stream, like always. But tomorrow we'll do a little bit of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and we do also need to have a movie night, you guys. I want to watch a movie with my girls. What movie we watch? That'll obviously be up to the random number generator. Thank you, Brina. Love you, my girl. I love how you're here with me every step of the way. Same goes with you, Charlotte, Kyla, Kathy, all my girls, Kim. I'm probably missing a few, and if I am, my apologies. But I love every single one of you guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you all so much for coming out to the stream. I can't wait to do this again. And always be kind to one another, ladies, please. And with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful night and sweet dreams. Mwah.